If you guys want to be in with a chance of winning 100,000 coins on Ultimate Team in my October giveaway, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Best of luck and enjoy the video. Hey guys, Etherway here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to bring you guys the best 100k team on FIFA 19 in my opinion. Now for those of you who don't know how this series works, I go ahead and build 5 teams for a specific budget. I then go and play a couple of games with each squad and make a video on the best one. Now for 100k this team is very good, and you guys will be able to use it in FUT Champions and Division Rivals and compete at a very high level, as the team's got some very good and overpowered players in it. So if you guys do enjoy, if you don't forget to leave a like on the video and let me know down below in the comment section what budget you'd like to see for the next squad builder on my channel. Without further ado, let's go on into it. So we're going to be starting off with the 4-3-3 formation. You guys can stick to that in game if you like it. However, personally I prefer the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation. It's my favourite formation this year, and I swapped to it very quickly and easily in game just by pressing a button on the D-pad. I'll show you guys how to do that at the end of the video, and I don't even need to pause the game, swap the players around. It just automatically swaps to that formation, and that's my favourite on the game. If you guys prefer maybe the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3 fourth variation, for example, you can do the same thing and swap to it in game. But I start off in the 4-3-3 for chemistry reasons, but then swap it in game to a better formation. So starting off in goal, I've gone with Alfonso Areola from PSG, and I know he's a non-reb. He's one of my favourite keepers on the game this year. He's got a very nice card and makes a lot of great saves for my team. Now I know not all of you want to use non-rare, and if that's the case, you can bring Kepa in, and then you can bring David Luiz in for Marquinhos. However, if you compare the stats, David Luiz has got 14 less pace than Marquinhos, and he's also got worse defending, and Areola and Kepa have quite similar stats. There's no real big differences, and Areola is 6'5" compared to Kepa, who's only 6'2", and that makes a big difference. So definitely try Areola out. He is very good, and if you have the coins, you can even upgrade to Gianluigi Buffon. In at left back, I've gone with Jose Gaya. He's got 87 pace, making him one of the quickest fullbacks in La Liga, and he's got a nice card both defensively and going forwards. Next to him, I've gone with his Valencia teammate, and that's Gabriel Paulista, who has got a brilliant card this year. 73 pace, 83 defending, and 80 physical. He's also 6'2", he's got low-high work rates, and he's got pretty good passing and dribbling for a centre-back. All round, he's got the perfect attributes in all the right areas for a good defender on this game. Next to him, I've gone with an extremely similar player, and that is Marquinhos. He's had a nice upgrade from last year with 75 pace, 85 defending, 76 physical, and he's also got good passing and dribbling stats, just like Gabriel Paulista. So they're both pretty comfortable on the ball and both very solid defensively. And then completing the defence in at right back, I've gone with Hysaj from Napoli. He has a very nice, well-rounded card, good going forwards and good defensively, and he's also 6 foot tall, which is pretty good for a fullback. Typically, they're under 6 foot, but if you've got tall fullbacks, they can win those back post headers, both going forwards and defensively, which always comes in handy. And moving on up into the midfield, in the left centre mid position, I've gone with Paulinho, the former Barcelona player now playing in the Chinese Super League, and he's got such a good card, very well-rounded, over 70 in every single one of his stats, and the standout ones being 81 shooting, 81 dribbling, and 84 physical. He's so strong, and that makes him the perfect defensive-minded midfielder in this team. In the middle of the pitch, I've gone with his teammate Anderson Talisca, getting the hyperlink into him, getting the two of them on full chemistry, and he's one of my favourite midfielders on the game this year. He's got all the right stats you want for an attacking midfielder. Really good shooting, especially from range. His long shots are deadly. Good passing and dribbling, 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, and he's got good physical, and he's 6'3" as well. So he dominates all the aerial battles, and that is very important this year. If you've got a tall midfield, you will be able to win a lot of headers from goal kicks, and that gives you a lot of extra chances. And going forwards, he's just so good. Try out his free kicks and long shots. They are very effective in game. Now completing the midfield, I've gone with HAMSIK, probably my favourite midfielder this year, up there with Leon Goretzka. He is brilliant. He's got a 5-star weak foot, he's 6 foot tall, he's got decent pace, really good shooting, especially from range, really good passing and dribbling as well, decent defending, decent physical, just a nice well-rounded card. He kind of gets forwards a little bit more than Paulinho does. I prefer him to kind of be the creative-minded midfielder who's going to sit there and ping balls all over the pitch, creating chances for others. But with him and Talisca in your midfield, you've got two of the best long shot takers on the game. So if you guys like shooting from range, especially with those very overpowered timed finesse shots, you're going to have a field day with this team. Now finishing off the team, we've of course got the front three, and this includes 2 5-star skillers and all in all 3 very overpowered players. In a left wing, I've gone with arguably my favourite player on FIFA 19, and that is PROMES. He's a new 5-star skiller. He's got 90 pace, really good shooting, good passing, dribbling, decent physical as well, and he's just so fun to use in game. Because of the skill moves and dribbling, he beats players very easily, and I personally use a lot of skill moves in game, so he is very, very effective for that. But because of his good agility, balance, and pace, once he's got past someone with a skill move, they're not catching up with him, and once he gets into the final third, he is deadly. He's a clinical finisher, he's got high-low work rates, and he's got really good attack positioning, so he always gets into really good positions to score goals, and he just scores so many for my team. I think he actually has a positive goals per game ratio, which for a winger is very, very good. And when at right wing, I've gone with Juan Cuadrado, and he's a very similar player to Promes. If you look at the card, very quick with 91 pace, he's again got the 5-star skill moves, good shooting, passing, dribbling, all in all a very, very good fun player to use. And just like Promes, once you've beaten someone, which he does very often, they're not catching up with him. But finishing off the team, I've gone with Luis Muriel, linking up to his Sevilla teammate Promes, and he is so good. He reminds me of a Barber back on FIFA 14. He's got a very similar card, really good pace, good shooting, good dribbling, good physical, 4-star skill moves, and he's just a very sweaty, overpowered player. He wriggles through defenses if they're not even there, and once he's in front of goal, he is a clinical finisher. So that is the team. It is very good. You can use it in the 4-3-3. However, as I said, what I do in game is swap to the 4-2-1-2 second variation, and that just makes it even better. So as soon as the game kicks off, this is what the side looks like in game. The defense remains the same with Paulinho then moving into the CDM role. HAMSIK goes on the left with Talisca on the right. That's very important because Talisca's left-footed and HAMSIK's right-footed, so having them on opposing flanks means they can take full advantage of the timed finesse shots on this game, hitting it into the far corner with their strong feet. So if you've got them on opposing sides, you will score a lot of goals by using that very overpowered technique. In at cam, I've gone with Cuadrado. He suits the role very well. He's very comfortable on the ball, good passing, good dribbling, and of course the 5-star skill moves. And then completing the team, we've got Promes in the left striker role and Muriel in at right striker. And if you look at Promes's card, he actually looks more like a striker than a winger. He's got high-low work rates, really good shooting, and I think he suits that role a lot better than he does on the wing. It makes him just so good. He's already a brilliant player, but using him as a striker gets the best out of him, and it's probably for that reason that he's arguably my favourite player on the game. To swap the team in game, all you need to do is before the game kicks off, just when as soon as you built your squad, really go to edit game plans in your custom tactics and just pick one of them. I've got defensive, it really doesn't matter. Pick any of these, and you can then just go over to your formations like this, and I've already got the 4-2-1-2 as I've picked it, but you then just pick any formation really. You click on it, you can then swap the players' positions around and everything like that. So I'll swap HAMSIK and Talisca here just to get everyone in the right roles, just like I want. Then you can back out, then you can put your custom player instructions and everything. So I have getting behind, as you guys can see there, on both strikers with Paulinho, stay whilst attacking, and then stay whilst attacking on my fullbacks as well. And then in terms of custom tactics, I'll quickly set them now. I always go to pressure on heavy touch. I then set my depth and width just on the default settings in the middle. Offensive style I put to fast build up. Width I go up to around 3 bars off the maximum. Players in the box I go up to around the same, about 3 bars off, and then put corners and free kicks onto 4 out of 5. You guys can obviously also set other game plans for ultra attacking, ultra defensive, all that good stuff. So for example, when I'm losing a game in the last 15 minutes or so, I typically end up going on to an all-out attack kind of strategy with 4-2-4, which I swap to in game here. I'd normally make a sub and bring out whoever's in at left wing, which is Anderson Talisca here, just to suit the formation better. I bring on someone like Ousmane Dembele. That's a super sub I often use, but you guys will probably already have your own kind of game plans that you typically use. I have a 4-2-4 when I'm losing games. In the last couple of minutes, if I need to hold on to a lead, I typically go to a 4-2-3-1. But you guys, as I said, will probably already have your own kind of game plans that you use, and you can obviously set those with these new custom tactics, which are very, very important and very effective on this game. So this is my opponent's side. It's kind of like a cheap Premier League team. I don't think there's many standout players there. Indeed, he's good. I have used him. Bernardo Silva's decent as well. I mean, there's some decent players in there, but hopefully it's a team we should be beating. So hopefully you can put a few goals past him. Paulinho now breaking forwards into Promes. Got loads of options going forwards. That's what I really like about this formation here, because you have like the attack midfielder, and then you've also got your 2 strikers. Your 2 centre mids also get forward too, so you just have loads and loads of people getting forwards. And if you like passing, like kind of tiki-taka style, it's such a good formation because you have a load of diamonds and triangles that kind of just form amongst the players, and they're all in the perfect positions to pass, and they're quite close too, so you can get those like quick passes like this going, and loads of people are in space. So it's a really, really good formation to use when if you like attacking. And look at that for a goal to illustrate that. Perfect finish into the top corner on the volley from Anderson Talisca. I don't know who it was that put the ball into the box, but that was such a good finish. Hopefully we can actually see a replay. Replays are weird this year. They like keep skipping, but hopefully we can see one, because that was a brilliant finish. We can't see the replay. Not sure who crossed it, but what a goal. 1-0. Nice bit of dribbling there from PROMES. See you later. He's getting forwards, and he's got a few options around him. Now, because he's so good on the ball, it's basically just impossible to dispossess him. We've got Talisca now out wide as well. Ideally, he should be in the middle because he is massive, but he's got it in to... Is that HAMSIK? I think it is. Both centre mids getting on the score sheet. What a header there. The looping header from HAMSIK. He's tall, so is Talisca. Having those two players in your midfield, they get forward, so... when you cross the ball, they're going to be coming in at the back post because they play quite far out wide in this formation, and they're just coming in perfect positions there to win headers like that. And it's 2-0. So Talisca now, I think he's got a goal and an assist, and I think HAMSIK might have assisted the first one, so both midfielders getting on the act and being very good so far. We've got Muriel getting forwards now. My opponent's paused it, hopefully not to rage quit. That could have been 3-0. That would have probably been a rage quit. With Cuadrado through, I probably shouldn't have gone for the chip. And my opponent put out of play there, and in the end, he rage quit. So about 25 minutes into a game with this team, we've already got a rage quit. Talisca with a 9.2 rating with a goal and an assist as well. Cuadrado was the player who got the assist for the first goal. So 3 players there getting in with goals and assists. But all round, a very nice performance from the side. Didn't really play that much of the game, really. We just destroyed him within the first 26 minutes, and he had enough. 3 shots, 3 on target. 2 of them went in, and another one was very close to doing so, and probably should have gone in. Should have gone for a different type of finish, but there we go. I mean, that definitely shows just how good this team is. If you guys need any more proof, just go and build it and play some games with it. It is a lot of fun. It's got some really good players in there. 5-star skillers, players with a lot of pace, a very well-balanced midfield, a very solid defence. All in all, really can't fault it. And it's great for FUT champions, division rivals. You guys can easily get like gold, maybe even elite with this side. I myself have a slightly different team that I use in FUT champions, but that comprises a lot of these players. I use PROMES quite a lot. I use a lot of those Premier League players in there. Paulinho and Talisca are players I often bring in as super subs. Yeah, it is a solid side. Definitely one I would recommend to you guys to try out. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know down below in the comments what budget you'd like to see for my next cool build on my channel. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.